Can you just kind of walk me through a little bit of how that process went and how you ultimately ended up choosing Dr. Shepard?
Absolutely. So very long process. First, we started with the hiring JG Consulting to assist us in this program. Alton Fraley, Michael Hinojosa were very integral in consulting with the board throughout the duration. They brought us 35 applicants. Those 35 applicants got narrowed down to 12. The 12 went to 5. We had in-person interviews with all 5. We went from 5 to 2. More in-person interviews, and then 2 days of deliberations, and we finalized Dr. Marla Shepard as the next superintendent of Longview ISD.
Very exciting, and based on what I heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but those final 2, it was a tough decision when it came down to it, and to be expected, I mean, to narrow it down from 35 to 2.
Absolutely, extremely tough. 2 very good candidates. There's a part of me that thinks that it would be excellent to have both of them here in this school district because I believe they both have unbelievable attributes that would benefit LISD. But yes, we had to name one, and so we were able to do so.
Fantastic. What are some of your hopes for Dr. Shepard as she makes this transition into this new role?
Well, to come in and continue the progress that we've made, build upon the long-standing tradition and reputation that Longview Independent School District has set forth, and just hopefully be a long-standing, long-tenured superintendent, because I don't like to do anything short-term, and I know most superintendents, their contracts are only for 3 years, but I'm hoping she has about 5 extensions outside of her first year. So Dr. Wilcox was with us for approximately 17 years, so I'm looking for about the same from Dr. Marla Shepard.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the transition from Dr. Wilcox to Dr. Shepard. I believe there's like a 21-day waiting period, correct? And then after that, is she officially hired and officially named, or how does the transition process work? Walk me through that.
So today was the first day of the 21-day waiting period. So we are contacting our attorneys, formulating contracts at this time. Negotiations will take place. We will see if we can finalize all the details in regards to this 21 days. The tentative date was set at July 1st for her to be full-time employed at that time. And then starting at July 1st, she has a 100-day entry plan. So it's when you come into the district, you have to hold meetings with principals, administrative staff, go to every campus, hold meetings with stakeholders, community members, of course, the entire board throughout the whole process. And once she feels 100% comfortable in leading the school district, we'll hand 100% of the school district over to her, and she'll be our next leader.
Very cool. As far as Dr. Wilcox goes, when it will be his last technical day?
That's up to Dr. Marla Shepard. As soon as she says, I can handle this 100%, I know everything, I don't need any additional assistance from Superintendent James Wilcox, that is when she will take over 100%, and James will step down at that time.
Okay, interesting, because we received a question from someone who just emailed us out of curiosity, saying that, let's see, they believed that Mr. Wilcox would not be stepping down until December of 2025, and so there was some confusion as to whether or not he was staying on board for that whole year and a half, basically, and if he was taking on another position or anything like that. So how would you address that? So
December 31st, 2025 was James's drop dead date. So he said, that is the day that y'all have to figure something out by, because if not, I'm leaving then. And so that's when we started the process. I believe that was September of 2024. And so throughout this whole process, James has said, y'all just tell me what capacity you need me in. I'll stay as long as I need to. Whenever the superintendent can handle it, I'll turn the reins over to her, and she will lead the district.
Okay, I gotcha. So it's not like he's, gonna actually be here until December 2025. That
is correct. So we're actually, along with trying to negotiate the contract for the new superintendent, we're also going through the process right now to get a emeritus contract for James Wilcox, which basically will state he will be here on a day-by-day basis until we decide as a board and he decides as the superintendent that part ways. So it could literally be as early as September 1st, October 1st, it is strictly up to our next superintendent. So when Marla feels 100% comfortable, she'll take over.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
Absolutely.
As the president of the Board of Trustees, what are you most looking forward to in this next era, this next chapter for LISD?
Everything. I mean, are you kidding me? We just passed a $456.2 million bond proposal. We have 5 propositions. The entire Longview community is going to benefit from that for decades to come. The Longview High School campus, if you show up in the next 18 to 24 months, you won't recognize it because it'll be unbelievable state-of-the-art facilities. We got a new career and technology building being constructed in the next 18 to 24 months. We also have our multi-purpose indoor facility. We have the new natatorium that we're going to look at trying to partner with the city of Longview and actually have the community come in and be able to utilize that facility year-round. We have our Longview Early Learning Center, which is on our proposition was around $61.8 million. That's going to go into our South Longview. So now we're going to have young children as young as 6 weeks of age getting loved on, getting educated, getting in the school system process. That way when they get to first grade, there's no gap from our other early childhood participants that were able to get into a private schooling education. So we're looking at bridging that gap. So it is amazing what has taken place. I am blessed. I am grateful. It warms my heart that the community finally came on board and decided to trust us with this bond referendum that was passed. And so there's a lot of exciting things going on. And now we're going to have a brand new leader that was born and raised in Texas. She got her bachelor's degree from Texas A&M. So gig 'em, go Aggies. She got her master's from the University of Houston. She got her doctorate from the University of Houston. I believe she's got 29 years of experience in education. Deputy Superintendent, Kansas City Schools, which very closely mirrors what Longview does. In the last, since 2021, she's been with KIPP, which is a public charter, which also Longview has 3 public charter partnerships with Longview LEAP, ETAA, and TCIS. So it's a wonderful fit. I believe she's a rock star. It makes me think of that commercial. Ozzy Osbourne is in the office setting, and you see everybody's calling each other a rock star in the office setting, and Ozzy's kind of looking at him, rolling his eyes. I think if Ozzy Osbourne was standing right next to me, he would agree with me. Marla Shepherd's a rock star.
He would not be rolling his eyes. Instead, he would be nodding his head in agreement. Yes.
That's absolutely correct.
Fantastic. Sounds like this is just a very busy but exciting time. Lots of shakeups, lots of moving pieces, but all for the benefit of the students that are going to go through LISD, right?
No doubt.
Over the next few years. And I'm sure you've had a chance to speak with Dr. Shepherd, and I know y'all released a little statement, had a little quote from her. She's very excited, but just in getting to interact with her and talk to her one-on-one, how is she feeling?
As excited as I am. She actually said she did not sleep last night. She was so excited. So to be expected, she's looking forward to this role. She's a competitor. She loves to win. She has a sense of urgency about herself, and she's ready to get to work.
All right. Sounds like you have the bar set pretty high for her.
Absolutely.
But,
you got to have high expectations.
Is there any way that she's going to be integrated this summer before the school year starts?
Yes.
Are there going to be any opportunities for the community to come out and meet her and interact with her?
Absolutely, 100%. So we're actually going to try to get her up to Longview next week, and then we'll start basically a schedule, agenda, game plan, what's going to take place from July 1st on. So all of July, all of August, September, she's going to be out in our community, face in front, ready to go.
Fantastic. All right, is there anything else that you can think of with regards to this exciting new chapter that I have not touched on?
Go Lobos!